Hello, student. How are you? How was the exam? Welcome. Today, we will see freshman economics, mid-year exam. Part I, say true or false, 1.5 point for each mark. 1. Normative economic studies, what ought to be in the society, while positive economic studies, what actually occurs in the society. The correct answer is true. Normative economics is prescriptive, what ought to be, while positive economics is descriptive, what is. 2. One of basic economic question is for whom to produce. It shows the problem of allocation of recourse. The correct answer is true. For whom to produce is one of the three fundamental economic questions regarding distribution allocation. 3. Scarcity is a specific and short-term problem, but shortage is a universal and everlasting problem. The correct answer is false. Scarcity is a universal and permanent problem. Shortage is usually specific and temporary. 4. Inferior goods are goods when the consumer's income increases, the quantity demands of goods increases. The correct answer is false. For inferior goods, demand decreases as consumer income increases. 5. If two goods are substitutes, then an increase in the price of one of them will increase the demand for the other. The correct answer is true. If goods are substitutes, an increase in the price of one leads consumers to buy more of the other. 6. Change in the price of its own good causes a shift in demand curve. The correct answer is false. A change in the price of the good itself causes a movement along the demand curve, not a shift. 7. The cross-price elasticity between a pair of complementary goods will be negative. The correct answer is true. Complementary goods have a negative cross-price elasticity. As price of A rises, demand for B falls. Part II, choose the best answer among the given alternatives, 1 point each. 1. One of the following is not assumed in the PPF model. A. Fixed technology. B. Fixed resources. C. Specialization. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Specialization. The standard PPF model assumes fixed technology, fixed resources, and full employment efficiency, but not necessarily specialization, though it illustrates its benefits. 2. Which one of the following is not among the determinant factors of demand? A. Taste and preference of the consumer. B. Number of buyers' populations served in the market. C. Future expectations of prices and income. D. None of the above. The correct answer is D. None of the above. Taste, number of buyers, and expectations are all standard determinants of demand. 3. If the 5% increase in price of maize in the market results in a 7% increase in supply of maize, the price elasticity of supply is A. Inelastic. B. Unitary. C. Elastic. D. Perfectly inelastic. The correct answer is C. Elastic. Elasticity of supply equals percent delta. Supplied / percent delta equals 75 equals 1.41. 4. The price at which there is neither surplus nor shortage is best described by A. Equilibrium price. B. Adjustment price. C. Fair price. D. Equal price. The correct answer is A. Equilibrium price, no surplus or shortage. 5. Ceteris paribus, the law of supply states that A. As price of a good rises, quantity demand will decrease. B. As price of a good rises, quantity supplied will decreases. C. As price of a good falls in the market, the quantity supplied will decrease. D. As price of a good falls, quantity demand will increases. C. As price of a good falls in the market, the quantity supplied will decrease. This is the law of supply, ceteris paribus. 6. In which form of economic system most factors of production are collectively owned? A. Mixed economy. B. Free market economy. C. Traditional. D. Command economy. The correct answer is D. Command economy. In a command or socialist system, the state or collective typically owns the factors of production. 7. If good X and Y are substitutes, a decrease in the price of good Y would cause A. The demand curve for good Y to shift to the right. B. The demand curve for good X to shift to the right. C. The demand curve for good X to shift to the left. D, A, and C. B. The demand curve for good X to shift to the left. Substitutes. Price of Y down arrow, right arrow, demand for X down arrow. 8. What is the price elasticity of demand if consumer purchases 10 units of a good, when the price is BER 4 and 18 units, when price falls to BER 2? A minus 1.6. B 1.6. C minus 2. D 2. The correct answer is B. 9. Goods that are jointly consumed are A. Substitute goods. B. Normal goods. C. Inferior goods. D. Complementary goods. The correct answer is D. Complementary goods. These are goods used together, e.g., printers and ink. 10. If income elasticity of demand for good Y is positive, good Y is A. Normal good. B. Luxury good. C. Inferior good. D. Necessity good. The correct answer is A. Normal good. Normal goods have a positive income elasticity. Demand rises as income rises. 11. You are analyzing the demand for good X. Which of the following will result in a shift to the right of the demand curve for X? A. A decrease in the price of X. B. An increase in the price of a good that is a complement to good X. C. An increase in the price of a good that is a substitute for X. D. All of the above. The correct answer is C. An increase in the price of a good that is a substitute for X. This makes X relatively cheaper, causing consumers to switch to X and shifting its demand curve to the right. 12. When the current price is above the market clearing level, we would expect A. Quantity demanded to exceed quantity supplied. B. A shortage. C. Greater production to occur during the next period. D. Quantity supplied to exceed quantity demanded. Correct answer is D. Quantity supplied to exceed quantity demanded. Reason market clearing level is the equilibrium price. If the price is higher, sellers want to sell more than buyers want to buy, creating a surplus. 13. If the demand of a commodity rises while the supply of that particular commodity remains the same, what happens to the equilibrium price and quantity of the commodity, respectively? A. Increases, increases. B. Increases, decreases. C. Decreases, increases. D. Decreases, decreases. Correct answer, A. Increases, increases. An increase in demand shifts the demand curve to the right, leading to both a higher price and a higher quantity. 14. Given the demand function QD equals 120p and supply function QS equals 5p, what is the equilibrium price of books? A. 5. B. 10. C. 15. D. 20. Correct answer is D. 20. 15. Based on the above scenario, what is the equilibrium quantity of books sold? A. 25. B. 50. C. 75. D. 100. Correct answer, D. 100. 16. Refer to the above scenario again. If P equals $15, which of the following is true? A. There is a surplus. B. There is a surplus, but it is impossible to determine how large. C. There is a shortage. D. There is a shortage, but it is impossible to determine how large. Correct answer, C. There is a shortage. 17. Which one of the following is not among the advantages of command economy? A. Elimination of private monopolies and inequalities. B. Balanced economic growth. C. High rate of capital formation. D. Absence of wasteful competition. Correct answer, D. Absence of wasteful competition. Note, while often cited as a feature, it is frequently considered a disadvantage due to lack of innovation efficiency. However, in standard textbook terms. 18. Which of the following statements is correct about supply curve? A. Increasing in the cost of production will shift supply curve to right. B. Increase in subsidy will shift supply curve to the right. C. Increase in tax will shift supply curve to the right. D. Technological advancement will shift supply curve to the left. Correct answer, B. Increment in subsidy will shift supply curve to the right. Reason, subsidies lower production costs, encouraging producers to supply more at every price level. 19. Which of the following statements is correct? A. Macroeconomics deals with the individual decision-making unit. B. Normative economics is concerned with statements about what should be. C. Microeconomics is the study of aggregate economy. D. Positive economics is concerned with statements about what could be. Correct answer, B. Normative economics is concerned with statements about what should be. Normative statements are value-based subjective, whereas positive economics deals with facts, what is. 20. Which one of the following is true about opportunity cost? A. Monetary cost of goods and services. B. All available resources when people's at zero price. C. Minimum budget of people's on water. D. Best alternative sacrificed when choice is made. Correct answer, D. Best alternative sacrificed when a choice is made. This is the standard definition, the value of the next best alternative foregone. This is all about today's video. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget like and subscribe this channel.